Askreddit. What are the awkward parts of sex that no one really talks about? The bed noises travel further than expected. If your partner releases in you, it's got to go somewhere, often where gravity takes it. Frequently this happens immediately after sex. Often it happens the next day, while you're at work speaking to Jackie from procurement about cost savings measures and quote comparisons. Trying to find your underwear in the sheets. I need a freaking checklist for what clothing everyone had to start. Everyone. When you think your period ended 2 days ago, but when the lights come on the bed looks like it's straight out of a slasher film. The general rule is Dick will start your period up to 2 days early and clean out the leftovers up to 2 days after. Username checks out. My husband has recently been farting every time he has an orgasm. So that's something. What better way to announce it than with a human horn? I thought the human horn was. Never mind. When giving head your jaws starts to cramp, but you don't wanna interrupt his flow. Who's laying on the wet spot? Clean up after. Hand me something. Toss his shirt. Edit. My first awards and it's all thanks to sex. Banging on an empty stomach after a few beers and hearing the slosh 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 of the liquid in your stomach's bouncing around. Awkwardly shuffling over to the tissues at the side of the bed when you're done. The whole first time. I hope to never see that girl again. I'm still embarrassed 10 years later. When the dog jumps up on the bed without you noticing until his cold wet nose is sniffing your asshole. Or a cat scratches your cheeks. Bruh, one time her cat came up behind me during missionary and started speed bugging my sack. Edit. My tattered scrotum thanks you all for your generosity. When a funny sound happens as a consequence of physical contact. Like if I'm sucking her titties and the suction accidentally makes a fart sound. Or the thrusting of my dick makes a fart sound. We both heard it, but we are both trying not to laugh because we don't want to kill the mood. Speaking of laughing, when a woman laughs while I'm still inside her, my dick feels like it's gonna retract into my stomach. The smell, not sex smell, but sweat and cramped moisture smell. The awkward waddling to go wash up after. Needing to go wash when your body is literally too crashed to ever wanna move, so you contemplate the concepts of life and death. Quantum entanglement and history of geopolitics before finally getting up. Wanting to shift positions, but your partner is still very much enjoying this one. You don't wanna be an asshole and cut her fun, but you can't keep this up much longer. The dog that tries to get in on the action. If it's silent, she's supposed to be alive. This will probably get buried, but I wanted to share the tale. My boyfriend and I both cook for a living. This happened a few years ago at the beginning of our relationship. He had been working and came over to my house after his shift. We were doing our thing and his hands were in my pants when things started to heat up. I started feeling a weird tingling down there that I've never experienced before. At first I thought it was my head playing tricks on me, then before I could piece together what was actually happening, I threw him off of me. My hoo-ha was burning. As I was sprinting to the bathroom I thought, wait, I know this feeling as I'm straddling the faucet the best way I can. He comes in to check on me. I ask him what kind of peppers he was prepping today. Oh shit, I cut and pickled like 3 quarts of jalapenos today. My friends called me pepper pussy for the rest of that summer. Please make sure the capsicum is off of your hands before you fondle any bits, people. So story time. Girl and I were going at it pretty hot and heavy in the shower one morning and things were getting a little rough. That kind of sex, where you're trying to drive them through a wall. She's facing away from me, and I slip out. I go to put myself back in, but she had shifted, and I didn't catch it. Balls deep wrong hole, one thrust, she dropped to the ground after a scream, and passed out for a whole 5 seconds. In that time I panicked and thought I'd accidentally killed my girlfriend with my dick. She came back, but sexy times were over. She had to sit on an ice pack the rest of the day, and I felt like a huge jerk. Just glad there was no permanent damage. That some of us may never get it. Your username tells us enough. The crinkle of the condom wrapper. IDKY, but it makes me want to burst into laughter every freaking time. It is so hard not to, but I don't wanna kill the mood. when you're doing missionary and you have to basically hold a push-up over her, which I'm just way too unhealthy to hold for more than a minute. Or you have to flop on top like a fat walrus, you're blubber wrapping her completely on either side like the world's ugliest hot dog while she's slowing choking, and not even in a fun way. Or is that just me? Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe for more. See ya later.